Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome. This is special Saturday edition. I wanted to come and I wanted to talk to you guys about the power of saying hello to people you don't know. Now, this probably sounds very logical and normal to a lot of folks, but when's the last time you've actually reached out and you said hello to someone you did not know and they did not say hello back? How did that make you feel? Did you want to do it again? But how can you change lives by taking this simple, small action? So let's dive into this. But before we get to that, here's your countdown. All right, guys, it is a Saturday morning. I'm doing a special edition really quickly. This something's been on my mind for quite a little while, and I wanted to kind of bring it out to you guys. Put it in the private chat. Go and follow me on Instagram and Facebook if you guys are not doing it as well. Same as on YouTube, Real Estate Uncensored, or McDaniel Real Estate Systems. Something I think is lost in translation in regards to today's society. What I'm holding up here for all of you who are listening to my voice is my cell phone. And with my cell phone, there's an interesting thing that takes place with this thing. We can hide behind the screens. We don't ever have to say hello to another human being. But yet, humanity as a whole is craving for human interaction and connection. And the last thing that we do is we actually connect. So I've started this new trend, and I would love to hear you guys' thoughts and opinions on this. Again, so put it in the chat as well. When's the last time you said hello to somebody you did not know? And it wasn't a business venture, it wasn't anything like that. It was just a random human being walking down the street. We have this thing called the Iron Horse Trail here. It's where the old Southern Pacific Railroad used to run. Now it's a walking path. Goes 3 different counties. It's 22 miles long. Anyways, long story short, the point of the matter is this: I was taking Rupert out this morning for his morning walk, and that's why I'm dressed up in my hoodie and a hat on because it's fucking freezing out there. In California terms, by the way, not for Midwest terms. But I'm out there and I've made it a goal to say hello to every single person I can possibly see. And even if they're looking down or looking away, I'm like, hello, hi, good morning, how are you? Some one variation of that. And a large amount of people here in California literally turn the other way and they don't even acknowledge you. And I just turn around and say, well, great conversation. And I keep moving. I'm like, okay, they're having a bummer of a day. But there are those people that sit there and they light up like a candle when someone acknowledges them. So it feels good to be acknowledged on any level, right? And I mean, I've had people walk past me and say, hey, how are you? Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, or whatever else. And I'm like, holy shit, that feels fucking fantastic. Like, what is that feeling I have right now? So I decided to pay it forward and you do this little test and scenario in regards to humanity. A lot of the folks are going through something that probably is a lot darker and deeper than we can ever possibly imagine. So when you're working with a client or a prospect or a lead, and you're trying to make contact with them and build a relationship, start with hi, how are you? Good morning, how are you? Good evening, how are you? Good afternoon, how are you? Get inquisitive about them. It takes zero money. It takes probably 4 to 5 seconds to actually execute the entire conversation on your side, and then let them talk. Now, why is this important? We are all, every one of you listening to my voice watching this video, we are all battling something that nobody else knows about, right? There's all fears, there's insecurities, there's things we don't want to tell other people because of we're afraid of whatever, but we hold it in and we never actually have the opportunity to connect with folks anymore. The reason why I'm making this video is this. A number of years ago, a good friend of mine, Angela, was in San Francisco and she was on a trolley. And I've told the story a million times, so forgive me if I bore you. And she was heading down to what they call the Ferry Building, which is like a very touristy area down at the end of Market, which is one of the major streets here in San Francisco. And so in the Ferry Building, there's all these little shops. You can go get like wine or honey, or like go get some lobster or some oysters, or trinkets, right? Books, whatever. And so she's heading down there to meet a girlfriend for lunch. And she was sitting there and she was on the tram next to this gal. And forgive me if I get a little emotional because I always do when I tell this story. And so she sparked up a conversation with this human being. She said, "Hi, how are you? Good day to you. What's new? Nice to meet you. Where are you from?" You know, the typical conversations, right? And they sparked up and had a great chat on the tram ride down. And my friend Angela looks at the girl and she's like, "You know what? My other friend can wait. I'm going to text her right now. I'm going to tell her we're going to do lunch another day. You and I'm taking you to lunch and I'm buying. There's no excuses, no ifs, ands, or buts. This is happening." And the lady's like, "Are you for real?" Angela's like, "Yeah, of course I'm for real." And so they went and had lunch. They had a great time. She made a new friend. The two ladies enjoyed their snacks and so on and so forth. The gal called her up about a week later and said, "Hey, Angela, is this so and so? You don't know this, but the day on that tram when you met me, I was on the way to kill myself, and you saved my life." That is the power of saying hello. Let that sink in for a second. She was going to go kill herself, but because of one person saying hello, one person being nice, saved her life. Imagine what she can do in her life, paying it forward. So today, when I see you guys out and about and you see the posts and everything else, make it a point in life to go say hi. It doesn't matter what they say back. Maybe just acknowledgement is going to save their life. It'll reaffirm something or it'll take them out of a dark space. Maybe you could be that beacon of light for that other human being. All you do is say, "Hi, how are you? My name's Greg. Can I help you? Can I serve you? What value can I bring to your life?" And once you wrap your head around that and you really start thinking about the power of saying hello, everything else goes away. It's fun, guys and gals, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's fun to say hello. It's a game. I play a game because I go out there and I say, how many times can I get the people not to say hi back to me? But when they do, you should see them smile. It's incredible. It lights up my day. And then they come over and they pet Rupert and they're like, "Oh my God, such a good doggo, blah, blah, blah." But the cool thing is that every one of us has an opportunity in every facet of life to go out and say hello, be kind, be courteous, be loving. So that is where I'm going to kind of leave this with you guys today. I know it's a Saturday morning. You guys are probably doing all kinds of other cool stuff. So I appreciate the folks that are here watching and listening. And Tony, good to see you, man. Um, it's a powerful thing. We all can wield it. What are you gonna do with that power? You can either speak negativity into somebody, go fuck yourself, you son of a bitch. Like if they cut you off or something, or you just kind of let it fall off the back of your shoulders like water off a duck's back and be like, whatever. They're having a bad day. Cool. And you don't let it affect you. Negativity will eat you from the inside out. Positivity will grow you. Your choice, boys and girls. What do you want to do? It's awesome sauce to go out there and just say hello. You don't even have to be like, "I have my business card." Actually, I don't have yes, I have a business card. You don't have to take your business card. Like I have these things everywhere. You don't have to take this and like, "Hey, how are you? Here's my card." No, 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 no. That's not the point of this. The point is going out and saying hello. There was a gentleman. He used to be the editor in chief of Success Magazine, and he was at a dinner party with a bunch of friends and family. And he and his buddy got the call from the wives going, "Hey, you need to go on a beer run." So they're like, "Okay, shoot, we got to go to the beer run." So they get in the car and they drive down the road together. One guy looks at the other guy and goes, "Hey, man, I think I'm going to get a divorce." And the other gentleman goes, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa! Back your bus up. What the fuck do you mean you're going to get a divorce?" It's like, "Well, I think we just kind of fallen out of love." And the individual goes, "Are you willing to try to save your marriage?" And he goes, "Yes, I am." And he goes, "Okay, I want you to do this. I want you to go get a nondescript book I put online away, damn it. Do I have one in here? Okay, very easy. So I have a little State Farm book here, right. So get a little nondescript book. For the next 365 days, this is the only task you have in life, besides everything else, is I want you to write down one positive thing you think about your wife. One thing. It could be the way she does her makeup, her hair, how she gets the kids ready, she feeds the dog, she pets the goldfish, she preps dinner, she gives you a cup of coffee in the morning. Doesn't fucking matter. Write down and date one thing that you do that she does every day that you're impressed with, that you love. And he's like, well, what's the point of that? He's like, just try it and call me back in 30 days. And so the guy does it, calls him back in 30 days. Like, oh my gosh, dude, my relationship with my wife is stronger than it's ever been. She's super interactive with me. She's responding to me. She's listening to me. Our sex is great. It's fantastic. And this is incredible. And well, the gentleman I'm talking about, his name is Darren Hardy. You guys have probably all know who Darren Hardy is. And Darren looks at him and goes, keep it up for 365 days and then take that book and give it to your wife over a special dinner. And he did. Can you imagine how that would impact a human's life? To know that they've been viewed in a positive light when everything around us today is negative. Death, rape, destruction, interest rates, stock markets, everything's plummeting, infrastructure, shortcomings, the whole nine yards. Everything's fucking negative. But shift your point of view. Start saying hello, showing up in someone else's life and just being present with them, and then appreciate whatever the fuck they bring to the table. It could be dog garbage, but say, you know what? That's a fascinating, point of view. And I'm so glad I said hi to you. I'm so glad we got to reconnect or connect or anything else. But it starts with hello. So if you're having a rough time in your marriage or relationship with your spouse or significant other, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever spectrum side you sit on there, um, start viewing them in a positive light and, give them something. And this comes with clients because we all have that client or clients right now that are a pain in the fucking ball sack, right? And you just want to fucking shoot them, not physically, not encouraging violence, but you want to physically mouth off and say something that's probably going to be stupid because you're getting your feelers hurt or they're not listening to you or something like that. But what if you shifted it and you said, gosh, here is a couple of pages of this book that I noticed that are positive things. Every time I interact with you, these are the things I'm picking up that you're doing incredibly well. And I just want to let you know what I see in you as a positive aspect. Imagine the impact there. I just imagine that impact. It's you want to talk about referrals for life, boys and girls. If you tell someone and you write it down and you date it of what you've seen that has been incredibly impactful and powerful that they have brought into your life, what is the trickle down effect of them doing that for other folks, them looking through a different prism? And then at the end of the day, you have a little army around you that are all positive thinkers, not negative thinkers. It's really fucking simple to talk negative or think negative. I mean, it's the simplest thing. Why That's why the news is always negative, because the old adage is when it bleeds, it leads in regards to anything on the newspaper back in the day. Well, where's Hug Day? Where's Flower Day? Where's, Hug Your Kid Day? Where's, go kick the soccer ball with the neighborhood kids? Where is the positivity? You have the opportunity right now at the fingertips that you hold at the end of your wrist, called a hand. You can reach out, shake somebody else's hand, say, hi, hello, nice to meet you. I'll leave you with one last story. I was in Costco the other day picking up some stuff for the household, and I met a guy named Hameen. I want to say his name Hameen. Hermer. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Hameen. Anyways, very, very nice gentleman, a cardiologist. He flew in from Philadelphia. He and I started talking about real estate and his daughter and his son, his son-in-law, and his daughter-in-law, and they put him to work. Basically, they made dad, who flew in from Philly, to go and go to Costco and go to different stores, pick up stuff. Now, here's the point of the story. In Costco, most people look down at their phones, just like in any other store. People are obsessed with staying in their own bubble because it's safe. There's no rejection there, right? Well, some of them are cyberbullying, but then there's this thing called an off button. You click the motherfucker off, and you throw the fucking thing into a lake, and you call it a fucking day. The cool thing is that Hameen and I, dude, we started chatting and riffing back and forth, telling jokes. It's like we were friends for a long period of time. And I said, "Well, did you get everything you need in Costco? Because it's pretty easy to walk out of here with $400 bill." He's like, "Oh, well, I got to go to Safeway. I got to pick up some other stuff." I'm like, "Oh, I'm going to be going to Safeway too. Maybe I'll see you." He's like, "No, you won't." I'm like, "Well, we'll see." So we said goodbye, and he walked out, and I had to check out, and then I left. Met him up in Safeway. I'm like, "Hameen, what's up, homie?" Keep in mind, I've known this guy for less than an hour, right? He turned around with the biggest smile on his face. And he was just because someone recognized him. So here's my challenge for you guys for today. It's a Saturday morning, and we are doing it. Like I said, we're doing some different recording times, and I appreciate all of you folks coming and hanging out and kicking it with me. Uh, Nellie's here, Paul's here, Joshua, what up? Tony is always here. I love Tone. Um, but you guys go out there. Here's the challenge. Go out there and say hello to 5 people today. It doesn't matter where they are. If you're out walking the dog, petting the goldfish, you're out with the kids, you're at a bouncy house thing, you're at a barbecue, you're going to shop and you're waiting in line. Say hello to somebody else, not to get business, but just to be a good person. Watch the repercussions and then go have fun. I fucking lied to you. I have one more story. I have decided this is my goal in life. I was watching a video on YouTube the other day. Actually, it was on TikTok, excuse me. And it's this guy who had obviously more than a couple of dollars in his bank account. And what he would do, he'd go, and you've all seen these videos, you'd go to like a homeless person and be like, "Hey, bro, like I'm super hungry. I haven't eaten all day. I mean, do you have any food I can maybe get one piece of?" In the homeless population, from what I've seen on these cameras, of course, there's always dickheads in any community, right? But what I've seen so far is that the folks with the least give the most. And he would get a nugget or like a chicken nugget or something like that, and then he would say, "Hey, man, thank you so much. My name's so and so. This is something for you, just to say thank you." He'd give him like $500. Oh, there's other guys that will like put people up in hotels, fix their cars, get them back on the track, get their lives, put them into connections with careers to better that individual. Again, every case has to be vetted, right? But what my goal is this: I don't want a Lamborghini, don't want a Ferrari, don't want a big house, don't want any of that bullshit. I've had it. I've had it. Don't want it. But what I do want to do is I want to go out there and I want to say hello and I want to bring value to as many people as I possibly can for the rest of my freaking life. And if that's a homeless person or if that's someone on the street or if that's a client that I can connect with someone else and they can make business off of it, that's my goal in life. That's my passion. So hopefully that resonates with you guys a little bit. Go out there, be passionate, bring value, be the amazing human being that you are, that we all see here, but let the world see it and talk to somebody that you've never talked to before and just say, "You know what? I don't know you, but I want to buy you lunch." Or like I walked up to a guy, um, and I usually keep a $20 bill wrapped up in my wallet to give out to folks when I get that urge, right? I didn't have a $20 bill. I only had a $100 bill in my wallet. I'm like, motherfucker. Like, I know I need to do this, but $100 for real? And I got that real big nudge right in the gut, right? So I'm like, fine, I'll do it. So I walked over to this guy and he had a dog and he's sitting out front of Safeway. And I said, "Hey, man, I don't know why I'm doing this right now, but I have a strong feeling I need to give you this. And I hope this will bring value to your life." Guy looked down, his eyes welled up, he jumped up, and not even thinking about himself, he's like, "I'm gonna go buy her," his dog. "I'm gonna go buy her a blanket to sleep in. I'm gonna go get her some food. Thank you so much." And he took off walking extremely fast. I couldn't have been happier in my entire life. I don't tell it to brag. I don't tell that at all to brag. I tell it as a testimony to doing small acts of kindness, saying hello, how are you, good day, what's new, how can I help you, who can I connect you with, what value can I bring to your life. It's not the me show, it's the how can I help you show. Once we wrap our heads around that, Larry Kendall says it the best. If you guys don't know who Larry Kendall is, get into contact with Larry Kendall. Get into contact with the Ninja Sales program that he runs. It is probably the best sales training program you'll ever attend, because it will shift your mindset away from sales, but back into being compassionate and bringing value. So there it is, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, you incredible human beings. Go have a blessed Saturday. Say hello to everybody you can possibly say hello to. And your kids and your wife or your husband are going to think you're a lunatic, but that's okay. Be a good lunatic. Be that super helpful, lovable lunatic that everybody wants to be around. All right. I believe in you guys. You're amazing. I love you. Until next time, boom, peace. We out, ninjas. Gone.